Well, hey there. How are you doing today? I'm feeling good. In today's video, I wanted to talk about signs and wonders. Do you experience signs and wonders when you ask God a question? A lot of people claim that they can't seem to find the answers that they're searching for. And if that's you, I encourage you to believe. Believe more than you did yesterday. Search with a greater intention than you did the day before. Pay attention for anything biblical, and the answers will reveal themselves to you if you focus. It might be through a verse that you read in the good book, through a passage that you see on your screen. It might be through an encoded message that you have, through a vision that you have in your sleep while you're dreaming. It might be through an experience that you have in your day-to-day life. Whatever the case may be, everything will be made known to he who has faith. If you want to go the extra mile, you can partake in Christian practices such as fasting, prayer, fellowship with other Christians, church attendance, Bible study. I would even encourage you to partake in the consumption of the body and blood of Christ. I, for one, enjoy having a nice bread followed by the consumption of the blood of Christ. Just a caution that wine is a mocker and liquor is a brawler, and whoever is led astray by either is not wise. Signs and wonders. How do they appear in my life? Well, for me, it seems to be any number of different ways. I attended church on Sunday, and when the pastor was giving his sermon, the verses that he was sharing were the same verses that I was sharing in my previous videos. I might have a question that I wish to ask the Lord, and so I opened the good book, only to find the exact words that I need to hear. It's almost as if God has revealed that verse to me in that moment, in that particular time. Has something like that ever happened to you? For me, when I'm reading the good book, I might experience what I'm reading the next day over throughout the interactions that I have in my day-to-day life. I was worried about one of my friends, and so I prayed for him. I prayed that God reveal his grace and glory to him so that he may one day discover the grace of God and believe himself. And then sometime later he called me up, he asked me how I was doing, and I returned the question, and guess what he said? I'm feeling the love of Jesus. I might be in an extremely good mood, and on a sound system, I'll hear one of my favorite former songs. I might be wondering if one of my coworkers believes or not. And so I'll show up at work, and it might be a couple moments later, it might be a couple of hours later, but there he is, singing along to the newest pop hit sensation. I was worried about some of my loved ones, how I'm not quite sensing that they see the imminence and the lateness of the hour in the same way that I do. So I shared with them the story about how it's raining blood over there in that island in Iran. And of course, they point to the scientific explanation given to them by the news. That's just due to the iron found in the land. Well, perhaps, but what about over there in Argentina? Is that river the color of blood a scientific coincidence too? Just before I made this video, another YouTuber that I follow also made a video regarding Signs and Wonders too. How much of a coincidence is that? So with that being said, how do signs and wonders reveal themselves to you? Let me know in the comment section down below. With that being said, have a glorious day and an even better tomorrow. ET out.